More than 3 million Ukrainians have fled their war-torn country since Russia waged war on their neighbor. President Joe Biden has said the U.S. will accept as many as 100,000 refugees. And over the last several weeks, we've been sharing with you the stories of people who are coming to Massachusetts. And joining us live right now on WBZ this morning is Jeffrey Thielman, the president and CEO of the International Institute of New England. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know your organization is preparing to help people fleeing Ukraine resettle here in Massachusetts. Can you tell us what you've been seeing and hearing so far and what services you're able to offer them?
Yeah, thank you, Anna. Our organization is starting to see people from Ukraine knock on our doors looking for assistance. So we've had some people who have left eastern Ukraine visit in the past several weeks. These are folks often on tourist visas. Some people actually have green cards that have come to see us, and we've actually had some people admitted who have been admitted on a humanitarian parole basis. So our staff, when a Ukrainian family or Ukrainian individual comes to our office, does an intake, tries to get a sense of what services they need, and then we try to help them. A lot of what we're seeing are people that are not eligible yet for public benefits based on their immigration status. So if you have a visitor visa, or even a humanitarian parole visa, right now you're not eligible for public benefits, but there are other ways that we can assist people. And often we're connecting them with our immigration legal services staff. There are also people that are interested in bringing people who are here in the United States who are from Ukraine, who are interested in bringing family members from Ukraine here, and we're helping some families with that.
And the Massachusetts legislature recently approved $10 million to assist refugees from Ukraine. How will this money be used to help them?
Yeah, so the money, as we understand it, is being used to help refugees from Ukraine as well as people from other countries. So we're very pleased with the efforts by the state legislature. Our understanding that had bipartisan support, including support by Governor Baker. And so we're grateful for the state's leadership on this. The state of Massachusetts, by the way, is one of the few states in the nation that provides state funds to help refugees. And so that's a kudos to our leadership from the governor on down through the entire legislature. We're going to be using those funds primarily to help people with housing. That's our current intention. So there are 6 resettlement agencies like ours in Massachusetts. We meet regularly, we share best practices and ideas, and we collaborate with the Massachusetts Office of Refugees and Immigrants all the time to try to figure out how best to help newcomers to our state. The current thinking in our group is that the cost of housing in Massachusetts is very high, and we're going to use a lot of those funds to make sure that people have safe places to live when they come here.
And so, Jeffrey, some people might not know that your organization is there to help. So how can people find you and find more information?
Yeah, people can visit us at www.iine.org. We are certainly looking for donations, but I would also say that we're looking for volunteers and even staff who speak Ukrainian and possibly Russian. So as we get ready for an influx of refugees or evacuees from Ukraine, we're going to need a lot of people on staff who speak their native language. So if you're interested in volunteering or working, get on our website, take a look at us, and we'd love to talk to you.
All right, Jeffrey Thielman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.